Good morning, students. Welcome to computer class. In the last video, I taught decision making and branching. Now, I would like to explain working of decision making and branching statements. Shall we start the class? First of all, I would like to explain the working of simple if statement. For example, if n mod 2 is equal to 0, printf even number. In this example, I would like to print even number only. What is the logic of even number? A number which is divisible by 2 is an even number. Here, module means I have written here percentage. In the programming language, we are calling this percentage as a module. The working of this module is it returns the remainder, not the quotient. When we divide a number with 2, it returns the remainder, means 0. If the remainder is equal to 0, then the given number is even number. I would like to check the given number is even number or not. For example, here I have given n is equal to 7. nకి నేను 7 అనే నెంబర్ ఇస్తే కనుక అది ఈవెనా కాదా అనేది కంప్యూటర్ అనేది చెక్ చేయాలన్నమాట. సపోజ్ ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు substitute this 7 value in this condition. Here if is there, no, that is called condition. 7 mod 2 is equal to 0. Means when we divide the number 7 with 2, the remainder is 0. Is it true? No, the remainder is 1. That's why this condition is false. That's why the control doesn't print anything. It just simply go to the next statement. Now, I would like to explain another example. If n is equal to 18, if I take the value of n is equal to 18, substitute this n value in this condition. 18 mod 2 is equal to 0. 18 mod 2 is equal to 0. Module means quotient only we have to, reminder only we have to take. 18 mod 2, if we divide the number 18 with 2, the remainder is 0. The 0 is equal to 0 is true. That's why compiler just prints the output even number. Did you understand, children? The output is even number. Now I would like to explain the working of if else statements. In this if else statement, I would like to check the given number is positive or negative. Means, for example, if num is greater than or equal to 0, printf positive number. Else printf negative number. మీన్స్ ఇక్కడ నమ్ అనే ఒక వేరియబుల్ నేను తీసుకున్నాను. అది గనక గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0 అయితేనేమో పాజిటివ్ నెంబర్ అని ప్రింట్ చేయాలి. ఒకవేళ కాకపోతేనేమో నెగెటివ్ నెంబర్ అని ప్రింట్ చేయాలి. ఇన్ ద మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ ఆల్సో we are studying this one only. If a number is greater than or equal to 0, that number is positive. Otherwise means less than 0, the given number is negative number. Here that is only I have printed. For example, num is equal to 456. Means, for example, I have taken the variable num value as 456. Substitute this 456 in this condition. Condition means num is greater than or equal to 0. Means here num means what is the value? 456. This 456 is greater than or equal to 0. Is this condition is true or false? True. That's why the control prints a positive number. Because in the true block we have written positive number. That's why this condition is true. The true block is positive number. That's why the control prints positive number. Otherwise, if we take any negative number, that is equal to num is equal to minus 456. Here I have taken minus 456. Substitute this value in this condition. Minus 456 is greater than or equal to 0. Is it true? No. Here, because here we have given negative sign. That's why this condition is false. That's why the control prints negative number. Means this condition is false, no? That's why the control just go to the false block. That is a print negative number. Here the control prints negative number. Children, try to understand. And the next one is working of if else if ladder. This is a very important model. Keep your mind, children. Listen carefully and write it down very neatly in your notebooks. If D is equal to 1, 2 equals, you have to write. Because here we are using two equal signs to compare two numbers. In the value of D is equal to 1. అంటే Dలో ఉన్న వాల్యూ అనేది ఒకటికి సమానం అయితే, దట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ D is equal to 1. Printf Sunday. Else if you have to write only all the small letters only. No, don't write any capital letters, all the small letters only. D is equal to 2. Printf Monday. Else if D is equal to 3. Printf Tuesday. Else if D is equal to 4. Printf Wednesday. Else if D is equal to 5. Printf Thursday. Else if D is equal to 6. Printf Friday. Else if D is equal to 7. Saturday. Else printf invalid option. Now I would like to explain this pattern. Here we have number of comparisons from 1 to 7. Means these are the weeks of a day. Sorry. These are the days of a week. From Sunday to Saturday, I have given 1 for Sunday, 2 for Monday, 3 for Tuesday, 4 for Wednesday, 5 for Thursday, 6 for Friday, and the last one is 7 for Saturday. Like this, we have to write. Not for these days of a week, we can write months of a year, or likewise, we can write so many cases like this. But at last, I have written invalid option because if we take more than these values from 1 to 7, more than these values, in this case Here no variable should compare. That's why the compiler just go to the last one and prints invalid option. Okay. I would like to explain the working of this if else if ladder. For example, if I have taken d is equal to 4, నేను dకి 4 అనే వాల్యూ ఇస్తే కనుక how it will work? The compiler just compare all the values from 1 to 4. First it compare d is equal to 4, no? It come to first condition. 4 is equal to 1. Is it true? No, false. That's why it just go to the next condition. 4 is equal to 2. No, that is also false. Again it comes to the next condition. 4 is equal to 3. Is it true? No. That's why it's again come to the fourth condition. 4 is equal to 4. Is it true? Yeah, this is true. That's why it just go to the body of that condition. Here we have written Wednesday. That's why the compiler just prints that message which is enclosed between these double quotations. Here I have written Wednesday. That's why the output is Wednesday. Another example I have written here, d is equal to 1. For example, if I have taken d is equal to 1, the compiler just go to the again first condition, d is equal to 1. Means 1 is equal to 1. Yeah, this is true. That's why it prints the first block. That's why I have written here output Sunday. Next, I would like to explain with another example, that is d is equal to 8. Is there any eighth condition here? No. The compiler checks all the conditions from 1 to 7. There is no eighth number. That's why it just to go to the last statement, that is a else statement. Here we have written invalid option. That's why the compiler just prints invalid option, or d is equal to 0. If I have taken d is equal to 0, is there any 0 condition here or 0 number compared with the d? No, there is no 0 condition also. That's why the compiler again go to the last statement, that is else statement. Here we have written invalid option. That's why the controller just prints invalid option. This is the working of if else if ladder. Children, put your mind and understand this is a very important model. Now, the next one is working of nested if statement. Sorry, nested if else statements. For example, if num is greater than or equal to 0, open brackets, if num mod 2 is equal to 0, printf positive even number, else printf positive odd number, else printf negative number. Here I would like to print a positive even number or a odd number. Checking only. Here I would like to check the given number is positive even number or positive odd number or a negative number. If that number is negative, I am not going to check any other conditions. Just I would like to print a negative number. Once check, here in the if true block, inside that if true block, I have written another condition. That's why this is called nested if statements. Nested if else statements. Now, I would like to explain the working of this nested if statement. Now, come to the first example. For example, I have taken num value as 45. 45. Now, how it will work? First, the compiler checks the first condition is num is greater than or equal to 0. Num is equal to greater than or equal to 0. Here, the compiler checks 45 is greater than or equal to 0. Sorry, here I have forgotten to write 0. 45 is greater than or equal to 0. Is it true or false? True. That's why the compiler just comes into the body of the true block. In the true block, again I have written 45 mod 2 is equal to 0. 45 mod 2 means the module returns the remainder, means 45 is divided by 2. The remainder is 1. That's why 1 is equal to 0 is true. No, that is false. In the body, what is the false block here? Positive odd number. The given number is positive odd number. Again, I would like to explain with another example. Num is equal to 98. If I take the value of num as 98, 98 is greater than or equal to 0. That is true. And again checks the another condition, that is 98 mod 2 is equal to 0. If we divide 98 with 2, the remainder is 0. Then this condition is true. That's why it prints positive even number, because that is the given number is a positive even number. Another example is, if I take num is equal to minus 45. Minus 45. First it checks the condition minus 45 is greater than or equal to 0. This condition is false. Sorry, I have written here true. That is false. That's why the compiler just comes out of the true block and execute this false block, that is a negative number. The given number is negative. Now, I would like to explain working of switch statement. This is also a very important model. Keep your mind, children. Listen carefully. Switch off, CH, open bracket, case, in the single quotations, A, full colon, printf, vowel, break, again, case, E, full colon, printf, vowel, break, case, I, printf, vowel, break, case, O, printf, vowel, break, case, U, printf, vowel, break, default, printf, consonant, closed bracket. Now, I would like to explain the working of switch statement. Children, in this segment, I would like to print the given character is vowel or consonant. I would like to check the given character is vowel or consonant. Here, once check these case labels A, E, I, O, U. Means these A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. The remaining characters are consonants. That's why I have written these 5 cases. If we take characters as the case labels, we just put them in a single quotations. If the numbers we have taken, we can simply write numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. No need to keep them in a single quotations. Here these are the characters, no? That's why we have to write them in a single quotations. After case label, we just end that label with a full colon. Printf means that is the body of the case. At the last of the case, we have to count this break statement. Once again check, this is the general body of the switch statement. This is a very important model, children. Once again observe very keenly. Now I would like to explain with an example. For example, ch is equal to I. Ch means here in the switch keyword we have taken one variable that is ch. ch is equal to 1. అంటే ch అనే వాల్యూకి 1 అనే క్యారెక్టర్ని కనుక అసైన్ చేస్తే అది ఎలా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది? సారీ, I అనే క్యారెక్టర్ని అసైన్ చేస్తే అది ఎలా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది? If we have taken I, the compiler checks all the case labels from the A to U. From A to U. If a match is found, అంటే మనం ఇచ్చిన వేరియబుల్ యొక్క వాల్యూకి ఈక్వల్గా ఏదైనా మ్యాచ్ ఉందా అని చూస్తుంది. ఫస్ట్ ఏ చెక్ చేస్తుంది. ఏ అనేది ఐకి ఈక్వల్ అవుతుందా? కాదు, కాబట్టి అది ఫాల్స్. ఈ అనేది ఐకి ఈక్వల్ అవుతుందా? నో, దట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఫాల్స్. I is equal to I, yeah, this is right. That's why it execute the body. In the body we have written vowel. That's why the compiler just prints vowel. After the statement we have counted break statement. That's why the compiler just comes out of the switch statement. Did you understand, children? I would like to explain with another example, that is equal to ch is equal to u. If we have taken u as the value for ch, here the compiler again checks all the labels of the cases. A is equal to u? No. E is equal to u? No. I is equal to u? No. O is equal to u? No. Here the last case is u is equal to u. Yeah, this is right and this is true. This condition is true in the last case. That's why it comes into the body of this case, printf vowel. That's why it simply prints vowel. After printf we have counted break statement. That's why the compiler just comes out of the switch statement. Again, one more example is here. If ch is equal to x, if ch is equal to x, is there any x case label here? No, there is no label with the name x. The compiler checks from A to U, first case to last case labels అన్నిటిని వరుసగా చెక్ చేసుకుంటా వస్తే కనుక is there any x variable? No. That's why the compiler just comes to the default case, that is printf consonant. That's why it prints consonant. Now come to the next one, working of conditional operator. This is a very important model for the 2 marks questions. If c is equal to bracket, open bracket, a is greater than b, question mark, a plus, here this is wrong, a plus b, full colon, again open brackets, a star b, means here in the computer we are writing multiplication as a star, a star b semicolon. This is the General form of conditional statement. Here we have three operands. Question mark before part is the condition, and between question mark and full colon, that is the true block, and between full colon and semicolon, that is the false block. If this condition is true, అంటే క్వశ్చన్ మార్క్ ముందున్న కండిషన్ అనేది కనుక ట్రూ అయితే కనుక క్వశ్చన్ మార్క్కి ఫుల్ కోలన్కి మధ్యలో ఉన్న బ్లాక్ అంటే ఏ ప్లస్ బి అని రాస్తాం కదా ఇక్కడ మనం, అది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. ఒకవేళ ఈ కండిషన్ అనేది ఫాల్స్ అయితే కనుక ఫుల్ కోలన్కి సెమీ కోలన్కి మధ్యలో ఉన్న ఏ స్టార్ బి అనేది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. దిస్ ఈజ్ ద వర్కింగ్ ఆఫ్ కండిషనల్ ఆపరేటర్. నెక్స్ట్ ప్రింట్ఎఫ్ సి, తర్వాత సి అనే దాన్ని ప్రింట్ చేయాలి. ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దిస్ వన్ విత్ an example. If a is equal to 34 and b is equal to 78, a కి 34 అనే వాల్యూ ఇచ్చి b కి 78 అనే వాల్యూ ఇవ్వండి. a కి 34, b కి 78 ఇచ్చి ఇందులో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి. పైనున్న కండిషనల్ ఆపరేటర్లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి. సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే 34 is greater than 78. Is it true? 34 is greater than 78 is true? No. That's why the compiler just come to the false block. What is here in the false block? 34 star 78 means we have to multiply 34 with 78. Then the value of C is equal to 2652 because we have multiplied 34 with 78. Now next statement is printf C, means we have to print the value of C. The output is 2652. Now I would like to explain this with another example. A is equal to 56, B is equal to 23. Suppose substitute these AB values in this conditional operator. C is equal to 56 is greater than 23. 56 plus 23 or 56 into 23. Now check this condition. 56 is greater than 23. Isn't it? Is it true or false? True. 56 is greater than 23 is a true condition. That's why the compiler go to the true block. In the true block, what we have written? 56 plus 23. That's why the compiler add these two numbers. That is 56 plus 23 is 79. Now the value of C is 79 and the output is 79. Okay children, did you understand the working of if statements, switch statement and conditional operator? Children, start over this video and once again watch this video. Try to understand. In this lesson, the very important models are if else if ladder, switch statement, and this conditional operator is very important for the 2 marks. Once again, try to understand children. Thank you.